Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Michigan Governor, Gretchen Whitmer. Well, today she won a court battle over the coronavirus stay at home order. So this came out on Fox News, April 30th, 2020. The constitutional rights of Michigan's residents were not fringed by Democratic Governor Gretchen Whitmer's stay at home order in response to the coronavirus outbreak, a court ruled Wednesday. State Attorney General Dana Nessel confirmed the outcome of the case in a statement. Fox 2 of Detroit reported, "I am pleased with the court's decision," Nessel said. "This pandemic has already taken more than 3,600 lives in Michigan and many more around the world. The primary goal of stay at home, stay safe order has always been to protect human life. Whitmer's measures in response to the outbreak had ignited several rounds of public protests, including Operation Gridlock, a vehicular protest outside the State House in Lansing on April 15th. The Operation Queen's Castle, a demonstration outside Whitmer's home on April 23rd. Many residents said Whitmer overstepped her authority by banning most travel between homes and temporarily prohibiting sales of items such as garden supplies and activities such as forms of fishing. Quarantine is when you restrict movement of sick people. Tyranny is when you restrict the movement of healthy people. Michonne Murdoch, an organizer of Operation Gridlock with the Michigan Conservative Coalition, told Fox News earlier this month, "Every person has learned a harsh lesson about social distancing. We don't need a nanny state to tell people how to be careful." Boy, that just sounds like a bunch of whining to me. All right, let's go on. After the outcry, Whitmer scaled back some of her orders, but in national TV interviews last weekend, she defended her aggressive lockdown measures, saying they were needed in the state to help prevent infections and save lives. In its ruling, the Michigan Court of Claims sided with Whitmer. In his opinion, Judge Christopher Murphy acknowledged the rights claimed by the plaintiffs were fundamental, Fox 2 reported, but those liberty interests are and always have been subject to society interests, society being our fellow residents, the judge wrote. Our fellow residents, have an interest in remain unharmed by a highly communicable deadly virus. And since the state entered the Union in 1837, it has had the broad power to act for the public health of the entire state when faced with a public crisis. Issuing an injunction against Whitmer's order would not serve the public interest, despite the temporary harm to plaintiffs' constitutional rights, the judge added. So, looked like she won a victory on the stay-at-home order there in Michigan. Wow. I wonder if other judges, not judges, but governors will follow suit and do the same thing, with all of the protests breaking out. But one thing I can honestly say, y'all, when I look at the protests, it's really not that many people. I mean, if you had millions out there or hundreds of thousands, that's one thing, but it's a very small crowd. Even the one here in New Jersey, it's a small crowd of people. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next video. You know what? There's a video here. Let me go ahead and play this. Let me see if I can get this to play.
Michigan residents protesting Governor Gretchen Whitmer's strict stay-at-home order. And so are businesses challenging her in the courtroom. On Friday, the Michigan Nursery and Landscape Association filed a lawsuit against the governor, arguing her order is not being applied fairly. Joining us now is the attorney who filed the suit, John Birch, and two people in the lawn care business, John Darren Jr., president of English Gardens, and Chris Welton, co-owner of Welton Lawn Care. Thank you all for being here this morning. Ladies first, Chris, I'll start with you. What as someone who owns a garden center, what has happened to you, and how has the government treated your business?
Well, we are representing thousands of business owners like us in the state of Michigan. It's our peak season, and it's devastating to the entire industry. We have customers that want us to come. They don't understand why we can't. We have lost revenue, employees that are laid off that we're trying to take care of, unused inventory, and customer retention issues. It really is a problem.
Chris, we're talking about lawn care, right? So you're going to people's homes to help them with their lawn. What does that have to do with social distancing?
Our employees work solo. They're the ultimate social distancers. They work outside. They have their own truck, their own equipment, personal protective equipment to keep them isolated from the rest of the world. And the only contact they have is with customers through the telephone.
Wow. John, on your side, what have you seen with your business?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for letting us come on and tell our story.
Thank you.
Our hearts and prayers go out to people that have lost loved ones and friends and the frontline healthcare providers. We've been in business for 66 years. We have 6 garden center operations around Detroit, as well as a landscape operation. Our stores were all geared up for spring, and then suddenly we're closed down on March 25th. And we had to lay off over 200 people. In peak season, we'll employ up to 400 people. So April's a very big month for us. Our sales will be zero for April. And May is the biggest month of the year, and June follows. So now people, because of this virus, haven't been able to find vegetable plants to grow in their gardens or flowers to plant, which is great mental health therapy. And when you do those things, all of a sudden you realize you have tomatoes. So we feel we can prepare.
Okay. I mean, these are just look like business owners that are at the end of the day whining about money. So y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. I mean, look, a lot of people are struggling now. These folks act like they're the only ones seeing a hard time. Peace, family.